Namaste and bonjour guys. This is your Crypto Gurkha. Welcome to the first episode of the Walk and Talk series. I'm currently here in Paris at the Encode StarkNet Hackathon, which is actually behind me. And today I'll have a chat with the CEO of Magnety, Sacha. We will talk about Magnety itself and about the StarkNet ecosystem. So without further ado, let's go. Hi guys, as mentioned, today in the Walk and Talk series, I'll be here with Sacha, the CEO of Magnety. We just came out for Encore and we'll do the Walk and Talk. Hi Sacha.
Hello everyone. Thanks for inviting me for this. I'm glad to talk to you, to tell you more about me, about Magnety, about everything. So thanks a lot for receiving me on this format.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you as well for being here.
Thanks.
So, Sacha, tell us something about you and tell us something about Magnety.
Yeah, sure. So originally I have engineer background. So I started to enter the crypto space like 3 to 4 years ago, and I really started to build 2 years ago. So I started as Solidity developer. I built some DeFi app, NFT marketplace, decentralized crowdfunding system. And at the beginning of the year, I've heard about Cairo, about StarkNet. I was really curious, and then I just fell in love with StarkNet. So yeah, I started to build Magnety, which is an asset management protocol. So the purpose of the project is to connect, let's say, experts in DeFi. It can be traders, farmers, people using bots to perform arbitrage, grid trading. We connect these experts with people that are really bad on asset management like me. So this is why Magnety also. That's why I built this project. And yeah, I think there are a lot of people that do not want to dedicate too much time in digging into the crypto sphere and just prefer to delegate the asset management to professionals. So this is the main idea of Magnety. And what is special with Magnety is that we are taking advantage of StarkNet features. So first, obviously, really high scalability. So create a fund for less than $1 value of asset and managing it with a really low gas fee. And also the account abstraction feature, which allow any asset manager to, better than interacting with a contract to manage a vault, directly mix the logic of the fund and the implementation of an account, make it one, and this allow asset manager to manage their fund from their wallet. So yeah, this is.
So before I go to my next question, let's take a walk.
Okay.
I'm curious. Tell us something about your reputation system.
You just go on Magnety. You just need to have an account. You deploy your fund, and yeah, it's completely permissionless. Everyone can do it. Later, we'll let institutionals use our protocols. So to do it, we need to have some on-chain compliance. Have a KYC for associated to a certain address. But this will be for later. Right now, we are just trying to build the main infrastructure of the protocol and just allowing anyone to create a fund and anyone to buy shares. So yeah.
You also basically recently launched your Testnet.
Yeah.
And I noticed when I wanted to do a test a little bit, Mr. Famous George Soros was there as well.
Yeah, so, that was the default picture.
Yeah, default. So tell me how is the reception of the community right now for your
for the Testnet?
For the Testnet, yeah.
Oh, we have been amazingly surprised. We had awesome feedbacks, a lot of use. We had almost 10,000 funds created, so which is pretty awesome. More than 4,000 accounts created and more than 3,000 shares traded. So this is really impressive. If you take into account the current network state, it's really low. To deploy an account, some people waited for 2 hours with the current testnet speed, and I'm really glad for testnet. We had awesome feedbacks, a lot of use, and we are really our community is really engaged, and we are happy for that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Who knows? Maybe the real next George Soros might be.
Might be one of these these users from Magnety community. So yeah, we don't know.
I'm curious, like how did this idea of vault generation come up? Because you're also like an aggregator at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. So the idea is to better than creating a vault that is already pre-programmed. I don't know, like Yon Vault that is a strategy aggregator. So each strategy is programmatically defined. What we're doing is to give the power to the user, to the asset manager. So the asset manager can run any strategy he wants. It's manually managed more than vault that you can find everywhere on DeFi. So yeah, just give more power to the user. And the idea of the vault protocol came out because I've been developing some projects. Yeah, some projects. I start acquiring some assets, and like I may be one of the worst asset manager, and was looking for a way just to delegate to someone, because I didn't want to spend any time on the management, and also I'm a bad asset manager. So yeah, here and I discovered StarkNet in the same time. So everything mixed up and managed.
So yeah. I'm very curious about the security of the vaults, because you already mentioned reputation. But I mean, even if you've got a good reputation, there could be some possibility that somebody might rug you, right? Are there like any safety measures for for the investors, so, in this case retail investors, for instance?
Yeah, we try to make this protocol trustless. So we are monitoring each call performed by the asset manager. So we check the contract address, we check if it's allowed in general on Magnety, we check the selector, and we check the call data to make sure everything is fine. Like basically, you cannot transfer assets. You cannot transfer asset to any account that is not registered on Magnety. So the asset manager cannot rug the fund. We have some security issues in some points, so we really need to pay attention at what protocol we are integrating, and especially if like the allowed call refers to a proxy, it can be dangerous if the protocol owner upgrade the contract and make like a rug function or something like this. So yeah, basically the asset manager cannot rug the fund. He can have bad performance, but he cannot rug.
But in case of like a bad performance, let's say he opens 100x long on Ethereum, or this kind of stuff. Could he like? How could he like? Can he like get kicked out for bad performance? Certain things happen, right? Like it's unavoidable, right?
As we are monitoring the transaction, like if we are integrating a perpetual protocol that allow you to make some leverage, we can, for example, we have some prelogic function that are run before the transaction is performed. So we can like say, okay, we do not allow leverage from a certain value. So no leverage from 2 to 20. So this possibility, but that's one of many choices we have to consider to integrate this kind of protocol. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, track record and reputation is also important, but in a sense, you also have to like protect your users from bad acts, and bad actors can happen. Like 3 Hero Capital is the perfect example. So, never know. So basically, when you open a vault as a fund manager, the investor of this vault gets like a share, right? And it's like an NFT.
Absolutely.
Could you talk a little bit about that one?
Yeah. So at the first we wanted to have a token, ERC20 implementation. So something fungible, but we had to store 2 important data when the NFT is minted. Is the price of the shares at the moment of the mint, because that's how we are going to calculate performance fees after it, and also the timestamp when minted, because we have lockup mechanism, so you can sell the shares following what the asset manager, following the fund configuration, and also for the management fees, we are using the timestamp. We compare it with the timestamp when he wants to sell it, and we just apply the fees that have been done by the asset manager. So, but our shares are a bit like ERC 4626. We wanted to have this implementation, but the fact is that first the underlying asset is not one asset. Like we have a denomination asset, but basically the funds can be composed of many assets, many positions. So it's a bit difficult to make the ERC 4626 implementation on this. And also, as the shares is not ERC 20, it's an NFT. It doesn't respect the standardization. So yeah, we are still trying to find the best way to make shares, to make a good standard for shares, to make our fund, to make our protocol composable, to allow other protocol to use our fund and to make some stuff on it, to run some DeFi stuff or things like that.
These shares, like if I invest in a vault and I'm not happy with the performance because it's only 1% per month, let's say, can I sell these shares? And if yes, where?
Yeah. You just go on the vault page, the same place, here where you purchased your shares. You just sell it, and you can select each asset you want to receive. Like the funds can be composed of Ethereum, Bitcoin, USDT, USDC, and you just send in args a tab of percentage, and you can say, okay, I want 20% Bitcoin, 80% Ethereum, and it depends of the holdings of the fund. So you're free to receive whatever you want, and but yeah.
So he can basically sell the shares.
He can sell the shares.
Yeah.
So some funds have a time lock in their configuration, so it depends of the fund. But when you want to buy shares, everything is transparent. You will know if there is a time lock, so you'll know when to sell it.
Yeah. So like NFTs is like a big deal in the crypto space.
Yeah.
It has grown, this industry has grown over the last few years.
Yeah, but more as like in artistic way. Like there's still a few use of NFT for DeFi, even if it's coming ERC 1155 ASO for tickets or kind of stuff. So it's still growing, but yeah, we are waiting more again. I'm really excited to see what's coming up with NFT, what the possibilities. Yeah.
So there could be potential vaults, NFT blue chip vaults, let's say for Bored Apes or whatever.
I think so. You can do many things in DeFi. But for NFTs, on Magnety, like the fund can be composed of many assets, and we are still working to integrate NFTs, because if you want to get the price of NFT, it can be difficult. Like, where can you get the price of NFT? You take the floor price, but no, because some characteristics can be more expensive, and even like the floor price can be manipulated. So it's really difficult for us to integrate NFTs. So right now we are not focusing on NFT, but maybe later we'll try to find some implementation, some things to integrate NFTs. So yeah, it could be cool to have someone that's managing a fund, which is like an NFT hunter that's trying to find blue chip, to make profit trading NFTs. But it's pretty hard to implement because you need to get the price, and we need a reliable price, because then you can like make profit buying share and selling share at certain moments. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious what happens with fractionalizing NFTs, like big artists, like say a Picasso, which will be fractionalized. This kind of stuff. Really excited to see that.
This is also interesting. Yeah.
I mean, do you also have fund managers like who are like helping you, supporting you? Maybe we can go up here.
Yeah. So this is one of the most important things is to onboard like good asset manager. Obviously, if they are not good asset manager, the protocol will be useless. So this is so particularly on the DH or enzyme. It was one of the issue. They didn't have an asset manager community. They didn't have a well-performed asset manager. So this is a problem. So to deal with this, we allocated.
Maybe we can sit here. Sorry.
Okay, perfect. To do this, we allocated like 5% of the supply to subdivide asset manager. So we want to finance asset managers that have good performance, that have a certain reputation in the crypto space, and so they can come on Magnetti and tell their community, okay, just buy shares on my fund. Like also all the people that are selling trading formation or this stuff, I think we can make their strategy run on Magnety. Everything is transparent, and so these people will know if these people are real good asset manager, and yeah, just better than tell your community how to make money. They can just delegate their asset management to these people. So, and we'll try to have an asset manager for each type of strategy on Magnety. So basically, a good trader, a good bot creator, a good crypto farmer that looking for the best yield every time. And yeah, we want to have one specialist of each thing, because I really think that today there are so many opportunities in DeFi, and I think as digital asset manager is a full-time job. Like you really need to focus, to dig in the space, to know what are the trending, the good protocol to use, some security stuff, to really have a good performance in the crypto. And at the contrary, if you are doing just a little, it's probably not enough. So just better delegate your assets to professional, better than pretending being a good trader. Like, I see a lot of people that have no experience and think they can like have the same performance as really good trader, but you don't become trader like in one day. It's a full-time job. People spend many years studying the technical data, on-chain data, many things to have a good performance. So yeah.
So there are different kind of styles, right? Just because you're a quant and whatever, it doesn't mean okay you're the best or whatever. Because there are like so many good people in different kind of trading styles or arts, you know.
Absolutely.
So it's good
so many different technique on chain. So like you can have so many strategies. It depends, and yeah, you can use to be a trader using a perpetual protocol, synthetics protocol. You can do long-term yield using lending protocol, yield farming, providing liquidity in NEMM, and yes, using votes. So you can create a fund and use votes from any protocol.
Yeah, the beauty is the beauty is that the user can really literally decide, okay, do I want to have somebody who has a reputation of being risky but has high rewards, or somebody who has he's only like invest in yield, you know, so it's more defensive kind of a style. So the user can decide.
We want to really have category on Magnetti on each, let's say, group of strategy. Like we on the alpha version, if some of you have trained, like if you want to create a fund, you can choose the allowed protocol and the allowed asset. So we choose to delete this because it was something that was a bit long and not really good in terms of user experience. So now all the asset managers have the same allowance, which are the global allowance of the protocol. And to group them in certain category, we just read the events that we are fetching from the chain. And if we see, okay, there's a lot of events from this fund, okay, this fund is interacting a lot with swap, with trading, with synthetics, okay, we put this in group. If this fund had interacted with lending protocol, yield farm, IMM, we put this here. And if he's doing a lot of transactions, so we could imagine he's using a bot to perform like grid trading, arbitrage between IMM on StarkNet or anything. So yeah, this is how we are going to class any different strategy into category.
You might also introduce something like index vaults or something. Is there something in plan?
Yeah, basically you could create index by just creating a fund and just separate your holding into different holdings. So yeah, you could create an index in a really easy way. And moreover, that just creating an index put this asset to work. Moreover, this can be more interesting. So you're just you are exposed to the same index, but moreover earning yields on each asset that you hold in the fund.
That's actually I think the index vaults is going to be very interesting.
Yeah,
got a basket of different kind of strategies.
Yeah, index is a good alternative, and then the asset manager can set his fixed configuration as he wants. So because he's managing a strategy, because he's doing good performance. So just to remind, we have like entrance fee, exit fees. So I don't recommend to use this one. But what are interesting is that are the performance fees and the management fees. So I think it will attract more users that if you created a fund with a big entrance fee, like you don't really want to pay entrance fee. So yeah.
Could you maybe enlighten us a little bit of the tokenomics of Magnety? Like how you can stake, is it a DAO?
Yeah, sure. I hope I won't.
Without disclosing too much information, of course. What you can.
I can. Like for the team, we have 18% of the total supply. Like will be, we are now 5 in the team, with another which is not full time, so I'm not counting in the team. And we are probably going to recruit 2 more people. So we are a lot in the team, and yeah, so I can justify this allocation. Then for the fundraising, we are going to, I think 25% in total will be allocated for the fundraising. Like we have a lot of financial requirements, like to finance the audit, to finance the salary of everyone, to pay the infrastructure, to pay people that we are going to subdivide, asset managers that we want to recruit on Magnetti. And yeah, so reserve, you never know what can happen. And apart from this, we have 25% of allocation to subdivide, to incentive user to use Magnetti. So we have first a 10% airdrop. That will be, the 2% of this allocation will be released each month and will be sent to the most performing funds. So yeah, we have a ranking system. So if you are the best fund, if you are managing the best fund of Magnetti, you will earn a lot of tokens compared to the other. So yeah.
Okay.
We have this and 15% of liquidity mining for people that are staking MGTY in our main vault. This is a fund controlled by Magnetti team. And all of the rest of the allocation is dedicated for the DAO treasury and the liquidity to provide on IMM.
Okay. So Magnety will be a DAO, I assume?
Yeah, people holding the token. So what we wanted to do is, you can stake your MGTY, which is a token of Magnety, on our vault. You will get shares, and with these shares, you'll be able to, this share will give you power to vote on Magnety. So the idea was, so people that wanted to take some decision in the protocol, we wanted them to have some yield in the same time of taking decisions. So that's why it's not directly the MGTY token, but the shares earned from depositing the token into our staking vault. And these shares will be used to take some decisions, such as some parameters. Like we have a feature which is the reconfiguration of fees. So each asset manager will be able to change their fee structure, but it won't be performed directly. Like you don't want you don't want an asset manager can directly put 15% exit fees. Like it's a scam. So what we're doing is that we have a delay parameter that can be changed by the DAO. That say, okay, you need to wait 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks before executing your transaction, your reconfiguration. So you announce it, and you wait this time, and you execute it. So it lets the time for shareholders to sell their shares if they do not agree with the new configuration of the fund. And some other things such as the percentage of platform fees we take from the protocol. So we take this fee from the fees that perceive asset managers. And these fees are distributed in the Magnety staking vault. And 16% in the Magnety staking vault and 4% in the DAO treasury in this 20%.
Can the DAO also decide, let's say, which token will be included into the vaults? Like, let's say, shitcoin X or Ethereum. Obviously, decide for Ethereum.
This is a good question. So our initial idea was to let the DAO treasury decide what can be added to the protocol, what protocol can be used, what new asset can be used. But one important thing for asset management protocol is to be fast to integrate new protocol. Like if there are new freshly deployed protocol on StarkNet that propose high yield, you want to directly use it. So I think we cannot wait like a week for any member of the DAO to validate this decision. So we'll have like 3 people in the team in charge to make a due diligence and then to say, okay, we integrate this protocol. So this is a bit less decentralized, but in the same time, it's really important to make it fast, like directly when it's deployed, integrate it. So yeah, maybe we'll be able to do it with the DAO, but being really early, like before even it's deployed, the protocol is deployed. We'll just talk with the owner of the protocol and ask them their contract so we can perform our due diligence, and then when it's deployed in the same time,
the quicker, the faster, the better.
Exactly. Like we really need, it's something really important for asset management protocols.
I think like the DAO itself is also like a own compliance team. I mean, especially in the vaults, right? Like if like a vault manager only has shitty coins in his portfolio, then you know the team is already.
It can be complicated. Yeah, we do not want to integrate, but whatever. I think on StarkNet there won't be any shitcoin. Like all the projects on StarkNet are serious. All the people that have interest in StarkNet are really interesting people. Like I've met some dumb community on Ethereum with shitcoin, with scam projects, but on StarkNet there is nothing of this.
That's true. I mean, that's the next question actually. StarkNet. Okay. So you already started. Yeah, I just wanted to agree that the ecosystem is like very fast paced. I mean, very smart people, super cool
Only
people.
Smart people, but it's a new language to learn. So obviously, if you are determined to learn a new language, and it's because you really want it, you are interested in the technology, and you are interested in what Cairo can bring. So a language that allows you to create a ZK proof. So that's insane.
Like, how does your team though get along with Cairo?
So I started to. So previously I was developing with Solidity.
Okay.
And I discovered Cairo early this week, so in the January, February, and I started to make some exercise and just to build the idea. And as things progress, I acquired some knowledge. I talked to some other person involved in the ecosystem. I listened to some space and some stuff, and just as things progress, you just learn. With the best way to learn is just to practice. So that's what I did exactly. And we have also Orelu, which is our CTO now in the team. So he was previously at OnlyDust, so he's still at OnlyDust. He's doing some workshop. He's helping users, and he's really good. It's pretty good in Cairo, so it's a pleasure to work with him, and it's very good to exchange on the good practice on Cairo, what's good to do, and he's going to really verify, do the finishing of the contract in terms of security, in terms, and he's going to be really present for new protocol integration, for due diligence. So all of this stuff. So yeah,
A giga brain, so to speak.
exactly.
Awesome. Do you have any collaboration ongoing on StarkNet, like with the ecosystem? Any partnerships, that sort?
Yeah, I don't think I don't think I can say it's a partnership right now, but I know almost all of the ecosystem, all of the project owner, and we agree on they agree on integrating their protocol on Magnety. So that's really cool.
That's awesome.
And yeah, like people are really nice. It's always a pleasure to talk with other project owners, and we are exchanging a lot, talking a lot. There are a lot of groups, channels on Discord, on Telegram, in which one there are all the ecosystem, all the builders of the ecosystem. So StarkNet is like a big family. Like the atmosphere is really cool. Everyone is nice. So it's a pleasure, and like it's not really a partnership, but we are already like
collaborating.
we are
somehow,
collaborating.
Yeah.
They help us, we help them on anything, and that's what's beautiful also on StarkNet. Like it's early, so it's still a little ecosystem, but it's still growing, and it will grow a lot, in my opinion. So,
what are your thoughts on like the DeFi ecosystem within StarkNet? I mean, there are a lot of DEXs coming.
Yeah, it's really
and
promising.
protocols.
For Magnety, we really need to have a strong DeFi ecosystem for asset management protocol. And yeah, there are really interesting protocols that are being built. One of the protocols that is the most exciting, I would say, what are doing StarkSwap with Iron Fit, I think. So they are in partnership with Yon Finance. So what you can do is access Yon Finance Vault, earning yield on Yon Finance Vault from the layer 2. So what they do is that they are like sending kind of wagon. So a lot of people are bringing liquidity, and when it reaches a threshold, the transaction is sent on layer 1 to interact with the Yon Vault, and all the fees that are paid on layer 1 are shared between all of the people that broke liquidity. And this kind of protocol is really exciting, and I think a lot of new protocols will be built in the same idea, not only using Yearn, but all of the DeFi on the layer 1. But this is really exciting. So there is ZKX. I'm really waiting for the Testnet, Zcaland also, that are really good, that are really nice people. They have a really good team, really professional, and yeah, there's soon really the Testnet, I think, and I'm really excited for this. So yeah, there's also a lot of other projects that are really interesting, but I won't tell about all of them. But,
yeah, of course, yeah. But it's growing in a fast pace, so it's good for Magnety at the end of the day.
The best DeFi ecosystem we have, the best Magnety will evolve. So
So I'm also like generally curious, like on other digital assets. We were talking about NFTs before and fractionalized NFTs. What are your thoughts like on on-chain gaming assets? I mean, this like StarkNet could be a big player like on on-chain game generously.
Yeah, they aim to be the biggest player.
Yeah.
I'm not the best person to talk about on-chain gaming. I'm really focused in DeFi, but I know that with really a low computation cost, it's just the dream for any on-chain, for any people that want to build on-chain gaming. Like StarkNet is just the paradise. It's amazing. But you should ask this question to people that are working on on-chain gaming.
Yes.
I'm really not the best person.
Okay, but I'm curious about the assets which are in the game, which could potentially be used in DeFi.
Oh yeah. Okay, I see. Yeah, you can build. So for example, like ERC 1155 that represent some items in a game, like it can be equipment for a player. I don't know. Yeah, I think you could
fractionalize on-chain gaming assets, use a Magnety, and somebody is trading on it like a vault.
There are things to do. We were also thinking, because of Magnety's asset management protocol, like you can manage a fund directly from your wallet. We are taking to some players that could monetize their gaming experience.
Ah, wow.
So this is also an idea, but to be honest, I didn't we didn't think a lot about this. First we focus on DeFi, and then we'll see. But the protocol is modular, so we'll be able to add it then if needed. But yeah, I can wait. Like I'm really bad in on-chain gaming, but I love playing.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see all of this protocol to be released and to use it.
That's true. I'm excited as well. I mean, but
promising.
one thing I'm sure you know a little bit. I mean, we talked about it. Basically, DeFi is also on steroids with StarkNet, and but arbitrageurs, like arbitrage traders. I mean, it could be like, because I assume I'm not an arbitrage trader, but I assume because StarkNet is so quick, it could be a certain kind of a paradise, right? Because you've got the
and
spreads.
You can interact with the layer one also.
Yeah.
But we'll see, because it's not immediate also to interact with layer one, but directly on layer two. If we stay on layer two, yes, it will be something we are going to do on Magnetti. So someone can create a fund, which is also an account. Like it's a mix of fund. We have a contract which is just a mix of a classic account implementation and the fund logic. So you can build at the top of your account fund a bot that is checking the price of any asset on the different AMM and just perform the make a swap and sell it on another AMM if it's value. And people will be able to create bots to monitor the activity of each AMM and perform a transaction is needed to take some rewards. And if it's from a fund on Magnety, I saw the bot creator, moreover, that earning funds from this can earn royalties from people that are getting exposure to this strategy. So that's really cool. If you are good in arbitrage or grid trading, just you can use Magnety and make more profit again. Yes. If you
so in case there's any vault managers who's arbitrageurs, holler at me. Maybe we can collaborate.
Yeah.
I don't know. So let's see.
That's one of the strategy we really want to see on Magnety, using a bot. And
So I think we covered actually most of the most relevant questions. It was a great talk. So I've got last few questions from the community. I wrote into your Discord.
Yeah.
And I took the 3 best questions. Oops. So I'll ask you. This is from Second GG. What is the primary obstacle of Magnety and how will you cope with it?
Okay, really interesting question. So I would say the first obstacle with Magnety would be, I think, I'm hesitating. I think it's how we are going to select good asset manager to be a representative, kind of representative of Magnety. So how we are going to find this digital asset manager that want to monetize their strategy. So it's honestly pretty complicated. Like there's not a lot of digital asset manager as far as I know, and how we are going to cope with this. So we are bringing a lot of incentive to help them creating their fund and just using Magnety. So we have an allocation in the supply to subdivide these people. So we'll pay them to use Magnety. Also, when they will discover how can they, when they will discover the power of the app, so making money on your strategy, but moreover earning royalties from people, I think they will talk to their friends that are probably also asset manager, and one of our goals is to build a community of asset manager. So we have also Magnety intern to highlight the best digital asset manager to help them grow their community. So we are going to release some articles describing the current strategy, what are they doing to outperform other funds, and we want to give visibility for good asset manager and the best incentive we can. So this is our main obstacle.
Awesome. So the next question would be from Tone. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. So, do you have a sustainable long-term project development plan for layer 2?
Yeah, I think the way we built our tokenomics, we are building something sustainable. So, for example, the release of the liquidity mining program and the airdrop releasing will be performed through 4 years, and then we have limited supply. So yeah, we are just trying to make this project long term. All of the rewards are reversed to the holders of the token. We are re-injecting the rewards to token holders. So, and we want to make it the more decentralized as we can. So yeah, here's how I can say we are long term. I think so.
Okay, awesome.
Yes, yeah.
This is like one of the more interesting questions from Visvana Tithkiviv.eth. Visvana Tithkiviv.eth. You've got a very complicated name, my friend. If there will be any 10 years and fixed percentages of the assets we supply in Magnety, but in a volatile market, sometimes the value may fluctuate, and how far will the reward be distributed, or will it fluctuate based on the market conditions? I think he just wants to know if if there's fluctuations.
Like you supply, I don't really get it. Like if you supply MGTY on the lending borrowing protocol or in the staking vault, or I didn't really get it.
Just 1 second. It's a very complicated question. It's like
is complicated.
It's because you're asking the same question twice in the same sentence. So
no,
I think he's asking.
I think it's
the
about
vault.
the Magnety staking vault.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I will describe a bit the vault. So in this vault, it's a classic vault. It's a vault like everyone could create one. What's interesting in particular is that all the platform fees, 80% of the platform fees, are sent to this vault. So
yeah.
People taking their token are earning platform fees, but also the liquidity mining program. Like we are releasing 2% of the total allocation of the liquidity each month in this vault. So yeah, it will be really good. I hope there will be really good returns on this one, and it will attract a lot of people. But yeah, in the long term, we cannot predict if our token will rise or will dump. So it's a little bit difficult, but the platform fees will be always distributed in this vault. So as long as the protocol works, as long as there are a lot of asset managers managing funds, earning royalties, as long as our protocol is working, this will be worse. So yes.
So that would be it. So thank you very much, Sacha.
Thanks also. Was a pleasure to talk a bit about the project, and yeah.
For me, it was something new. It was my first time doing such kind of interview. I think for Sacha as well. I hope the viewers and the community of Magnety could get some kind of information, further information. And thank you for tuning in. And this is the first episode, as mentioned. I'll do more episodes. And thank you very much for tuning in. And
follow Gurka, the Magnety community.
And follow Magnety, man. All right. See you. Goodbye.
See you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.